Hi guys, so basically what I'm doing first is clean up the brow. I'm removing any unwanted hairs by tweezing. You don't have to tweeze your brows. I honestly would recommend that you don't tweeze them only because too much tweezing can basically make your eyebrows thinner. However, just for this process, I'm just cleaning up the brow. I'm not really tweezing it too much. So next what I'm doing, I'm just cleaning off her face. When your client comes in, you just want to basically clean their face with any makeup remover wipe that you may have, just because they may have oil on their face that's unwanted or any dirt, whatever's there. Now I'm spraying her face with MAC's Mineralized Charged Water. It's basically just a hydrating mist, and it's just going to awaken her skin. During this time, I actually forgot to apply her moisturizer first. I usually do the moisturizer mixed with the primer, or I just do the moisturizer first and then I apply the primer, but I'm just going to skip over these parts. But I'm basically just applying primer and moisturizer to her skin. Now I'm going to brush out her brows, and once I'm done that, I'm going to start filling her brows in. I'm going to fill her brows in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duo, and the shade I'm using is Chocolate. Now I'm going to carve out her brows. I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit, and I'm using the shade Creme. This is going to help shape her brows and make them look a lot cleaner. Now I'm going to blend out the concealer under her brows. Then I'm going to add MAC's Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and this is going to help when you put on the eyeshadow. It's just going to make the eyeshadow look a lot brighter. For today's look, I'm going to go for more of a purple smoky eye. It's not really that smoked out, but whatever, we're just going to go with it. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Artist Palette, and I'm going to take the color Dusty Rose, and I'm going to use that as a transition color. Now I'm going to go in with my crease color, which is by NYX Cosmetics. It's the Hot Singles eyeshadow, and the shade I'm using is Epic. Now I'm going to go back into the Artist Palette, and I'm going to take Punch Fuchsia, and I'm going to put that all over her lid. And you guys, I'm going to list every product that I'm using, all the brushes that I'm using, in the order that I'm using them. So if you're watching, you're like, well, she's not telling me what's what, I'm going to list everything in my description. Now I'm going to go in with my blending brush, and I'm going to blend out that color because I don't want any harsh lines. But you guys may see me go back into the Artist Palette and get the same color that was on her lid just to touch it up, because sometimes as you're blending the color may fade, so you can just go back into the palette and get the color that you were using and fix it up as you go. Now I'm going into her outer V with the Makeup Geek eyeshadow, and the color that I'm using is Mocha. As I previously told you guys, I'm just going back in with the same color that I used on her lid because after I got finished blending, it looked dull. Guys, I got the lid color mixed up. I didn't use Punch Fuchsia on the lid. I actually did use the NYX Cosmetics eyeshadow in Epic on the lid. And what I'm putting on the center of her eye now is Punch Fuchsia. Sorry about that. Now I'm going right on top of Punch Fuchsia with a Makeup Geek pigment, and it's called Insomnia. And as I'm going, you guys, I'm just blending out the colors. So if you see that the video is moving in fast forward motion, it's because that I don't want the video to be very long. So I'm just kind of moving fast along the parts where I'm just doing the steps. Before we go on to the next step, I just want to inform you guys that I did use MAC's Fix Plus once I was using the pigment just to intensify the color. Now I'm going to cover up any blemishes that she may have or any discoloration. I'm going to go in with NYX Cosmetics Conceal, Correct, and Contour Palette, and I'm going to use their corrector, which is all the way at the bottom. You'll see it. It's not the yellow one, it's the orange one. And then I'm going to go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit, and I'm going to take Warm Coral. I'm basically going to mix these two together just so it won't be too orange and so it won't be too pink. Now I'm going to take the Beauty Blender and I'm going to blend this all out. Make sure your Beauty Blender is damp while using it. Now onto the foundation. The foundation that I'm using is by Becca, and it's called the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream, and it's in the color Amber. It's a liquid, but it's kind of like in a cream form. And the brush that I'm using is by Sigma, and it's the angled kabuki brush. I'm just going to apply this all over her face, and I'm not doing a heavy coverage because she doesn't need it. Instead of using concealer over top of her brows, I'm going to use the foundation. Next, I'm basically going to highlight and contour. Also, in the last step, I just wanted to let you guys know, after I applied the foundation with my brush, I went back in with my Beauty Blender to make sure it was really blended well. Now I'm going to go into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit again. I'm going to take the shade Creme, and I'm just going to conceal her face. So I'm basically concealing, highlighting, all that good stuff. Once I place the concealer where I want it, I'm going to take the Beauty Blender again, and I'm just going to blend everything out. I also will have a in-depth highlight and contour video. I know you guys been waiting for that, so that may be my next video. I'm not sure yet, but I definitely will have one. Now I'm going to sculpt out her face using the same contour cream kit in the shade Cinnamon. I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics Angle Brush to blend out the contour, and then I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender again to make sure everything is seamless. Now I'm going to set everything with CoverGirl's loose powder, in medium, and I'm going to use that with a beauty wedge. I'm going to dust everything away with Sigma's F84 brush. As you can see, I put some powder under her contour because it'll help the contour stand out once I'm all finished. Now I'm going to go in with Black Radiance pressed powder and Golden Almond. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques brush. I don't know which brush this is. I honestly forgot what it's called, but I will put it in the description box. I'm just going to use this to define the cheekbones a little more. And I'm going to use the Anastasia contour kit, but I'm going to use the powder, and I'm going to use cinnamon. I'm going to take my It brush in number 223, and I'm going to apply the MAC Pigment in Melon. I also sprayed my brush with MAC's Fix Plus beforehand. Over top of the pigment, I'm going to apply Lou Manizer. Then to top it all off, I'm going to apply Giella's M Glam. Now I'm going to apply some mascara. The mascara that I'm using is by Maybelline, and it's called the Lash Discovery. It's the mini brush, and it's in Blackest Black. I also use L'Oreal's Telescopic Shocking Extensions mascara in Blackest Black as well. I didn't use lashes for this look. I honestly don't know why I didn't put lashes on. I just thought that it looked better without lashes, but you can apply lashes if you like. Now I'm going to outline her lips with Maybelline's Nude Lip Liner, and I'm going to top it off with a clear gloss. I'm going to wipe away the powder that I had sitting under her contour, and then I'm just going to do last minute touches. To complete the look, I'm going to spray her face with MAC's Fix Plus, and that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll have a lot more coming soon.